Have you ever wondered how a live event like the current Olympics 2024 taking place in France as at the time of this recording is transmitted or transferred from where it is happening in Paris to the TV in your very parlor? Is what we are going to be exploring in this week's topic called information transmission. Now, you would agree with me that it is one thing to have information, and it is another thing to transfer the information from yourself to the person or people you want the information to get to. So what is information transmission? This involves the transfer or transmitting of information from its source to a destination through the use of a communication device or means. Having said this, we want to look at methods of information transmission. There are two major methods of transmitting information. We start with the ancient or traditional method, and we move to the recent method, which is the modern method. Now, looking at the ancient and traditional method, there were several ancient methods of transmitting information used in the olden days, of which some are still used in some places today, especially the rural areas. These ancient methods include: 1. Oral. This means of transmitting information is done when the informant, that is, the person with the information, has a face-to-face meeting with the person or people that are to receive the information and speaks to them. It is still practiced in the modern method of information transmission. 2. Drum beating. Carefully listen to the tone and manner to which this drum is beating. Now listen to the tone and manner to which this drum is beating. You will see that their tones are different. While one seems to be in a tone as though the information passed is bad, the other seems to be in a tone as though the information being passed is a good one. In the ancient methods of transmitting information, beating of the drum was one major way they used to signify whether the information being passed was good or bad. Number 3, town crier. I'm sure some of you who are Nollywood lovers would have watched certain Nigerian movies showcase how a town crier would pass information from the authorities in the rural area. A town crier is a communicator that is usually sent by the rulers of a village to pass a message to the people. He or she usually does this by hitting a gong, beating drums like we learned earlier to catch the people's attention while passing the message. Number 4, fire lighting. This was an ancient method of passing information, of which people used whenever they got lost in the bush or forest. The light and smoke from the fire they make is meant to attract a rescuer, and even to an extent it is still done in this our modern times. Number 5, drawing diagrams on rocks. As you should know, in the olden days, they barely had things like paper. They did not have the wisdom to make paper out of the trunk of trees like we use now. So they usually wrote and inscribed their information by drawing diagrams on rocks, trees, walls, or on the floor. Number 6, making representations with objects. This was an ancient method of transmitting information, whereby objects could be used to communicate to the receiver. For example, a scarecrow could be built on farms to scare away birds and trespassers. During the time of trade by barter, stones could be used to represent the cost of a particular commodity or good. Wow. Now moving to the second method of information transmission, which is the modern method. As time went on, new gadgets and methods of transmitting information were developed. Now we'll be looking at each one of them, starting from the earlier ones to the most recent ones that we use in our contemporary time. Number 1, writing. This method was also used in olden days. Writing has been made easier in modern times through the use of pens and pencils. Number 2, telex. This is a device that transmits information in text form. The sender of the message types in the text like a typewriter, and the message is electronically sent to the receiver's telex machine. This moves us to the next one, called fax machine. It is a digital device that transmits information in text and graphics form. You can see that it was an improvement from the telex machine, which could transmit only text. This fax machine could now transmit graphics as well. Fax machines were very popular before the introduction of email through internet technology and mobile phones. The next one is printing. Printing is the art of producing the hard copy or paper form of a document from its digital or soft copy form. It is widely used in our contemporary times, and it works with the computer. The next one is television. This is a digital device that transmits audio and visual information. We are well aware of this contemporary way of transmitting information. Next one is radio. This is a device used in modern times that capture voice, sound, information sent over radio waves. Many people use radio to listen to information given by radio stations. And the next one is computer. Of course, we are well aware what the computer is, and it is one major way of transferring information. Information can be transferred with the computer in so many ways, like using storage devices like flash, CDs, connecting the computer to the internet, and so on. Now for the telephone, there are advanced versions that are very popular now, which are called smartphones. A smartphone is an example of a microcomputer which can do almost everything a computer can do. And you get to see that, like the computer, it can carry out other functions of modern transmission methods like radio and television. Now the next one is email. Email is an acronym for electronic mail. It is one of the services found in the internet that is widely used to send and receive text, audio, video, and document files over the internet through a mailing system. For example, Gmail. And finally, we will look at satellite. Remember how we started this topic, where we asked whether you have wondered how a live event is transmitted from where it is occurring to your television in your home. Well, this is largely the device used to make that happen. It is used for television and radio broadcasting, telecommunications, and internet transmission. For example, the Olympics game that is currently taking place, there are television broadcasting stations available in France, which captures the events that are taking place live in the stadium. These events that are captured by this television broadcasting station are transmitted from their broadcasting stations to the satellite that is in space. From the satellites in space, the signals are transferred to the broadcasting stations in your country, like AIT, channels, etc. And from these broadcasting stations in your country, the signals are transferred to your signal in your house, whether it's a local dish or an international dish like DSTV. And from there, it is transferred to the television in your parlor that is connected to that local or international dish, usually at the top of your roof. So, dear student, this is what information transmission is all about. And for our evaluative questions, number 1, what is information transmission? Number 2, state the methods of information transmission that were used in ancient times and are still used in modern times. Number 3, which of the modern methods of transmitting information can do the work of radio and television? Number 4, which of the modern methods of transmission needs a computer to be able to create and transfer information? So for the personal evaluative questions, looking at these current or modern methods of transmitting information, what do you think can be improved upon to create a future method of transmitting information that will be better than the current ones we have? So thank you so very much for engaging in this week's topic. We will continue next week, and I'll be very glad to see you respond to this evaluative question and send it to my email. Have a great day.